This is the Aura strap. It's one of the many third-party Apple Watch bands on the market right now, but this one's pretty special for one main reason, and that is it's able to give you body composition data straight from the strap itself. And that's pretty impressive. Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is Review Clue. But of course, before we get into today's video, if this is the first time that you're seeing my face on your screen, then one, lucky you, and two, go down there, hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification icon, so you get notified every time I upload. Just as a quick disclaimer here as well, Aura Band did send this out to me for free for review, but that isn't going to change how I feel about this band. But today, we're just going to be taking a look at the unboxing experience and setting this thing up, because it's pretty interesting and very, very unique. Now, when you're living a healthy lifestyle or an active lifestyle, there are some pieces of data that you need that you simply can't get from elsewhere. Many scales have body composition built straight in. That's those 4 little metal pads, and we'll take a look at my scale compared to this thing later on in the video. But basically, what this strap is able to do is do all of this, but straight from your wrist. So without further ado, let's get right on with the unboxing experience, setup, and take a look at the band itself. Let's go. Okay, so here we are with the box for the Aura strap. They do also sell the Aura band if you're interested. It's very much the same thing, just as a standalone band instead of the watch strap here. On the long bottom, it does say track your hydration and body composition. We're not really seeing much around the box. Along the back, we're seeing a little screenshot of the Apple Watch application here running in the background. We can see that it syncs with Apple Health Kit. And it also tells us what's in here. This is the 42 to 44mm band, so it's for those Apple Watches, but it also is in black. I would have preferred a different colour, but I think we can deal with it. And we can also see the contents of the box, but instead of reading about it, let's go ahead and actually unbox the thing. I'm just going to pop it on its side there, and as we pull the little box out. So doing a little bit of a slide there, the first thing we see is the strap itself. I'm going to take off the plastic wrap, and that's the strap. So it's pretty simple. It's this fabric. I was expecting it to be a metal strap. I'm not sure why, but I suppose for comfort level, the fabric does work. We have Velcro on each side as well, so it's just a little bit more of adjustment levels for however you need it. Again, I feel like it's pretty awkward to have to work with 2 sets of Velcro. I do feel like Velcro on both sides is a little bit awkward. They probably could have thought of a better way of being able to get this thing on and off, but once you've adjusted it, the only time you'll need to take it off is for showering or charging. So you would only really need to undo one side, slip it off. So I think it's something that we can deal with. We see the main unit here. On one side, we have all these little dimples. That's the side that's going to be sat on your wrist, so like so. We also see a little button on this side to initialize that scan. And on this side, there are 2 other pads. You have to complete the connection between yourself. We would either have the palm of our hand, like so, the wrist, or this part of the hand. Those are the 3 places that Aura actually specifies that this will work on, so I would follow those instructions. But let's take a look at what else we get in the box as well. Taking that out of the way, we see a quick start guide, which will basically just explain everything that I just explained to you. Exactly how to use it, where to place this. And finally, we do also have a little screwdriver. This is to be able to get to the battery. This claims to have a 6-month battery life. It basically uses one of those CMOS batteries from a computer, one of the little coin ones. But 6 months seems like a pretty good battery life. We can see the speaker on that side as well, which will all come into play very, very soon when we start using it. So let's place all of this out of the way. Take off my watch. We can see I've got the Series 6 here in red, lovely. Just going to slide off the straps, 1, 2, nice and easy. And the new strap just needs to go on like so. We do want to make sure that these little dimples are on the inside of the watch rather than the outside. Sliding on again, let's get that really quickly done. There we go. And we can just slip it straight onto our wrist. Now, let's just try and adjust this on camera live here. I'm going to go for about there. And about there. Okay, so That is not the easiest thing to get on and off the wrist. You wouldn't want to be faffing about with it too much. But in terms of design, I think it looks fine. There's nothing particularly spectacular about how it looks, but I think it's more about the usability of this strap. So once we unlock my watch, we can go ahead and launch the Aura app. This is an app that you'll have to download on the iPhone and your watch as well. We can see my last scan results that I did try out before, but we're going to go ahead and click measure. It's going to tell us to make sure that our microphone on this side isn't covered. And when we're ready to go, we're going to press the button on the bottom here and complete that connection. So let's go ahead and start. Press the button. It's beeped at me. We're at 100% and it does look like it's done. Yep, so it's just beeped at me and buzzed. It's asking for my weight. We're going to hit apply. And as we heard there, that's the sound it makes to transfer all of the data from the Aura Band to the watch. And it's quite clever. I genuinely don't know how this works. And it blows my mind that it can do this, that it can transfer all of this data through these buzzing noises. But that's technology for you, I guess. Let's go ahead and just change my wrist over so we can see the screen here. We can see that my hydration level is at about 59%. My muscle is about 48, my fat is about 17. We're also seeing the lean mass, protein, visceral fat, BMI and minerals. My minerals are pretty low at the moment, an average is between 5 and 7. So maybe a little bit more calcium in my diet potentially. But as we tap each of these, we can see a little bit more information about them and what we expect. So for visceral fat, we expect between a 1 and 3%, and I'm sat right in the middle at 2% there. In terms of protein, 14 to 20%, I'm sat at 16, and this all seems like pretty good data. What we can go ahead and do as well is this gets taken over to the app where we can compare this over a longer period of time. Because it really is important to understand that you can't take these readings as face value all of the time. You very much should be watching this over weeks or months periods and then taking the data as a mean rather than a one-off. But let's go ahead, jump over to the app and we can take a little bit more of a look at all of that data. So I've actually got my body composition scales here as well. I'm wearing quite a lot of clothes, so the weight will be a little bit different. But we're going to jump on it and we're going to pay specific attention to all the body composition stuff because it's basically the same as what the Aura Band does here with those 4 little metal pieces. So let's go ahead and jump on it. First of all, the weight. And then it should do its thing with body composition. Okay, so as we can see, it is still struggling. It really is. So I think this does prove that the Aura Band at least has a slightly better grip than this particular model, the InSmart body composition scales. But let's go ahead and take a look at the app and some of the data that we get there. Okay, so here we are inside of the Aura app, and it's pretty well laid out. Straight away when we open up the app, we land on this main screen, which shows us all the same sort of information we were getting from the watch. All of those different body composition pieces of data laid out really simply and easily for us to read. We also get the above and below in that top right corner if that's something that interests us. But what we can also do here is when we tap one of those, we are brought into a much more detailed view in terms of days, weeks, months, and even years. And we can see that graph and how things are changing over time. We can also tap the little question mark in that top corner and it will give us a better idea of what kind of data we're tracking here, exactly what to expect and why it is important. And that's really nice. It's nice to see a little bit of training going on here as well and a little bit of learning and understanding of why we're doing this and why we're tracking this sort of data. And that is incredibly useful data to have, especially over those longer periods of time. But potentially one of my favourite things about this app is the next tab along. This is all of your just normal Apple Watch data straight within this app. So I don't have to keep moving between Apple Health and the Aura Devices app to get all of my information in one place. Here in the Aura app, I can see my steps, my calories burnt, my heart rate, and everything else. All the data that I realistically need to know is in one place, and that is incredibly useful. So that is the Aura strap. And to be honest, I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to leave this video here for now because this was just an unboxing and first impression. And my first impression is I like it. It's quite simple, it does exactly what it says on the box, and I didn't have to faff around too much with it. Those body composition scales I tried 4 times and I could never get it to do what I wanted. So to be able to just do it straight from my wrist here is pretty magical, and I still can't quite work out how they do this whole moving of all of this data across from just beeps and boops of this audio. It's amazing. So over the next couple of weeks or months, I'm going to be reviewing this thing and giving you a full review, because this isn't something that I can just give a really quick review on, because you have to use this thing over time to build up some sort of accurate data set. If you're interested in seeing that video, then do get subscribed down below, it would be much appreciated. And let me know, do you plan on buying one of these straps? Or are you planning on buying the band or something similar? Let me know, and of course I'll catch you in the next one. Adios!
A rubbish phone speaker's ruining your party? What about listening to your favorite podcast while washing and uh-oh, you broke your phone? Well, you need the Quell mini speaker. With its fun and funky lights, you're guaranteed to be the life of the party.
Don't you just hate being in those business meetings and your laptop audio just not quite cutting it? Well, you need Quell speaker to amplify your meeting experience.
This mini speaker is the only speaker on the market personally endorsed by Review Quell himself, and he knows his audio. With a simple and elegant design, the Quell mini speaker looks great and sounds even better in any room of the house. Yes, even the bathroom. Struggling to carry those massive wireless speakers around? Well, the Quell speaker is just 7 centimeters in size and weighs just 136 grams. That's right, just 136! So now great audio can go wherever you do. The beach, the park, even the office. Connect any device through Bluetooth, wire, and even SD card. Yes, your record player can have the Quell experience. Make the best decision for your family and get them a mini speaker. Even your pets will love it.
Other wireless speakers cost hundreds of pounds, and who has the money for that? I certainly don't. That is why the Quell speaker is just $14.99. That is right, just $14.99. That's crazy value. But what's more, we're offering free shipping. Yes, you heard me right, free UK shipping. So what the hell are you waiting for? Get to clu.world right now and buy your mini speaker and take great sound wherever you go.